in the early 1970s, the entire art world was maybe a few thousand people. And I knew most of the artists, the collectors, the writers, the framers. It was a small community. And it was still avant-garde, what we did ahead of the mainstream of the art world. The definition of avant-garde is changing. And one of the most interesting things about art today is the changing status of the avant-garde. So at the beginning of modernism, what avant-garde meant was the forward-thinking artists who were ahead of the rest of cultured society. For me, the biggest achievement in art is not just to make a fresh image, a compelling image, a new sculptural form. It's to expand the definition of what art can be, of what an artist is. And that's what Theaster Gates is doing. Because he is taking advanced aesthetic, social concepts and working directly in society, in the culture, in neighborhoods.
The performance that I did last night was again an attempt to say, I could try describing the power that is present when a space meets voice, but rather than do a video documentation of it, I'm more and more invested in the idea of just expressing the real thing versus a kind of gestural attempt reflecting on the real thing. My art practice is to ask hard questions about why systems fail. Like if there's a desire that I have to see a library in my neighborhood, instead of being mad at a government for not having a library, what would be required to build one? And so in some ways, my body becomes accountable to that process. And I'm interested in this kind of, the way that artists or architects or planners or the philanthropic can become catalysts for certain kinds of reinvestment. And it requires that you become present. Art isn't the word that I lead with, that I think maybe belief is the word that I lead with. I believe in places, I believe in people, I believe in the value of material things. And one way that I express belief is through the creation of art objects or art experiences or performances. That all of those things are really vehicles by which I express my belief.
It's really important to find and support someone like Theaster, whose art is not divorced from the context of real life.
No, that was
the Art Institute University.
This is awesome.